can't hit him.
Who just dropped?
Dude, I'd be so afraid to scoop slam. I'd be like, what is up under that mini skirt, man? I'm just like, have to.
Hold on, I gotta call Rope back. I don't know what's going on with these phone calls today, people.
I just pressed the end button.
Hey, listen, we saw Ropes coming though.
Yeah.
The way that thing was going.
Right. Rope went underwater for a few minutes, man.
So,
he was in that tunnel, man.
This should be interesting.
Yeah, I dropped hit the wrong button.
Oh, right. That was it. We saw yours coming, man. All right, so let's go on to the next topic.
Bro, don't be buying your phones at 7-Eleven, man.
I know, man.
Hey, hold on, man. You the only one still single. So you watch them transgenders and the herpes and shit out there.
Dang.
Damn, bro, came out there. Yeah, Randy Savage.
Be careful.
Y'all boys in the A, man. Y'all better watch out for the transgenders. Y'all boys in the A, man. Y'all better watch out.
Bro went all the way left. Bro, so you need to watch.
Yeah, you got the most because they get.
All right, man. Next topic, man. Next topic.
I'm just saying. Last thing, they getting. I mean, their surgeries are getting better and better to where you're getting this deceivable at this point. Before you can tell, like,
apples down.
Yeah. So be careful out there, man. I always look at it, them hands and them feet.
And they getting it done younger and younger too.
Them hands and feet don't lie.
Hell no.
Can they stop changing the rules every week on what we can and can't say?
As far as
the LGBT,
you can't say that.
I think you just say the gay community, and it should encompass everybody.
The rules change though, like every other week on what you can and can't say, and what is appropriate, what's inappropriate. Like you never know how to identify them or whatever, because they're always changing the rules based on when these little incidents happen. It's like all of a sudden, there's a new set of rules. Oh no, you can't say that. You weren't supposed to do that. Like. Don't nobody know what's going on. Stop changing the rules. Come on now.
Yeah.
Cut it.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
Chill the hell out.
All right. So
next updates.
The next topic is Rick Ross. Again.
Rick Ross.
And I think this is bigger than what he said because it's kind of like how society is. So basically, he said if has he never signed a female artist to his label?
Well, I think didn't we get alerted on this topic from one of our followers, one of our listeners.
Oh yes. Okay, so let's do the shout out. One of our listeners, Miss Simmons JD14 Thank you for bringing this to our attention. We saw it, but just making sure we talk about it because it definitely is a hot topic and it is much broader than what the actual statement was. And I assume that you're an attorney, too, so you can maybe answer the question if you punch a trans in the face and they haven't fully converted, is it domestic? So, anyhow, so going back to Ross, has he ever signed a female artist to his label?
No, he hasn't.
Okay.
I thought it ain't Meek Mill signed to the label.
Oh, God damn.
Wow.
Oh, drum roll.
So, Rope, you want to clue everybody in what he said?
Yeah, so the Rick Ross situation, this is another thing that happened on the Breakfast Club, and they were asking him about signing, Breakfast Club on everything. So they were asking him about why he hasn't signed a female artist to his label. So Rick Ross basically said he hasn't signed a female artist to his label because if he did, he would have to have sex with her.
Yep.
So that was the thing. People heard that. Of course, women got upset. He was going at Rick Ross. He ended up apologizing to his mother, and his sister kind of forced him to go out there and apologize for making that comment.
Rightfully so. That was just stupid and ignorant.
Shoots. Yeah, he said because he would have to be paying for all those photo shoots and blah, 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 which leads to, like, the owing me something type.
Yeah. I think he was stupid. He's an idiot. He rightfully should have apologized. He definitely shouldn't have said that. Although what he said, every LOL has some truth behind it. So he meant what he said. He was just stupid for saying it.
He did.
He absolutely meant it. He
meant that. He meant it. He didn't say it's not true. He just said I apologize for saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's one thing. It's a difference between BB&T, Husqvarna, or whatever hedge fund or the school district and rap music. So those women are hypersexualized. You know,
Right.
he's accustomed
That
to a
was gonna be
certain
my-
type of deal.
And that was going to be my question right there. I was going to ask Rope, because it would seem like with the music industry, I don't know if it's different, kind of like saying exactly what Ham just said.
Ain't nobody
But I
working
would-
in my job.
Right, I would think initially it kind of, not saying that it lends itself for it to happen more often in the music industry, but when you start factoring in music videos,
Yeah, but
different
it's
things like that, photo shoots, like, not saying that
Superhead.
I'm not okaying what Rick Ross said at all.
but he was talking
But
about
I
the
would
artist
just think-
though, not like a video.
Just
hub.
trying to, right, but
Well,
okay,
look-
so even
yeah,
with the
look at all the
artist,
love
you're
and hip-hop
traveling
shit.
around drinking, you know, doing whatever it is that you're doing, but you're in that the culture itself.
But
Look
Does
at
that
these love
happen-
and
what
hip-hop
happened
chicks
to
who
lend
claim
itself
to
to
be
it?
artists.
Loud, you sound
Trying
distant.
to say kind of how like in. What you say?
Okay, you sound distant.
Oh, my bad.
There you go. You're getting real
I said,
real
look,
laxed
I think
over there.
Mike trying to. I think Mike pretty much trying to compare it to how like in Hollywood they have the whole casting couch persona or whatnot, or where they aspiring actresses sleep with producers and directors to get roles and stuff like that.
Right.
No, I get that, but what he was saying is that he almost feels that because she works for him, that he would be owed that, and he couldn't. If he's paying for her videos and photo shoots, then he gonna have to beat. That's the way he conveyed it.
That's the same mentality that they have with the casting couches. Like, if you want this role or this job, you have to sleep with me.
Yeah, and I think it's
favor for
ignorant though.
favor.
But what I'm saying is that it's kind of going back to like the teacher bay. Just because a woman dresses a certain way don't mean anything, right? That's just
Right.
and that's
Right,
kind of
I mean,
it.
But he's looking at it like a job for a job, literally a job for a job.
Yeah.
But it's still ignorant, and it's much
No,
broader than
not
that.
ignorant.
But is it really
We all
ignorant?
in
no,
agreement that it's ignorant.
He
No,
looks
no.
he looks at a woman artist not as for a talent, but as someone that he couldn't work with or sign because he's not even looking at her as a talent. That's what I'm saying. She could be the most
Let me
skilled artist in the world, but he's looking at
Let me
her
ask you this.
past that.
Let me ask you this though: who's more ignorant, Stevie J or Rick Ross? One lies to himself and tries to act like he cares about their talent and ends up fucking everybody. The other says he knows himself and he probably do it so he don't sign them. So I'm like, look, if you ask me, because a lot of stuff that goes on in our mind, you know what I'm saying? The true responsible man just doesn't act on it. He said what he felt.
So here's the thing.
I ain't too concerned about it.
To answer your question, Stevie J targets like people that's his game. Like that's just his game. Because Rick Ross could sign
different.
whatever top artist that he wanted. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like they actually have a real skill set. And he would still look at him in that way, like in a sexual way, versus like I just signed a dope ass artist who's about to make my label even better. He's not even coming from that angle.
Who's a dope rapper, a female rapper out there right now?
Let's just say Rihanna. Let's just put her in every category for
Well,
anything.
Stevie J was still trying to smash Rihanna. I don't care how many runs she did.
No, he would be. I don't even think that.
Okay, Remy Ma. He tried to smash Remy Ma.
Oh,
No, I think
I don't
if
think
she's
he's trying to
respected
smash
like
either,
that, I think if she's respected, he not coming at her like that. I think you look at the people he targeted that he signed to his label, like literally, like never heard of you, because that's his game. He just trying to come up. He just trying to come up. So I guess the bigger thing is how does this is something that we see like in corporate America as well, is that you see people like if a woman works as a subordinate to a man, then that man may feel like they owe him something if they they get a raise, they get a promotion, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always, as a woman,
Right.
I could see if you were a woman how you could think that what is this coming with? Like, okay, great, I
Right.
just got a raise or promotion, but what else are you expecting?
yeah, I want to give a shout out to Katie and Lisa. Holla.
Who that?
I'll let that marinate on you, Lance. I said Katie
That's
and
one
Lisa.
of them old, when the old intern used to smash or something.
No,
Oh,
I said
true.
KD
Yeah,
and Lisa.
very true. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
KD or Lisa.
Yeah, it was like the
Yeah,
old
it's
DM,
old boss man and the secretary.
and he was smashing the
Type deal.
secretary, and everybody knew it. Like
Yeah.
it was like the when people would start their first day on the job, that'd be the first thing they learn at lunch. You know, it's like one of those.
She was like his indentured. She was like his indentured servant. You know, based on her financial status, or the children. You know what I'm saying? He was just just the power over her, like just like how Rick Ross is kind of saying how he would wield that perceived, you know, or real power over the woman, and almost like it's just a big power trip. It's a scumbag move. I would definitely say that.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, if it was the other way around, though, let me ask you this now. I say if it was the other way around, and I ain't asking none of y'all to say if you ever smashed your boss. But if you were a dude and your boss, she, you know, could promote you, but she, you know, you had to bring it for a couple times, would you do it?
You would probably have to, because women can't handle rejection as good as men.
I do feel like women do that way more than men.
Women can't handle rejection, so if you don't, you just better be happy with your current position or ready to try to make a lateral move.
Or find a new one.
But would you do it though? But would you beat?
Nah.
You talking about now? You talking about like?
No.
How much money I'm talking on this right?
Back in the savage days.
He talking about, no, okay.
Yeah, back
first of all,
wait a minute, hell no.
Listen. You know I ain't okay. I like to do the hypothetical game. So the first part of it, let's just say there's no money on the raise, but she bad. She a beast.
Nah, because I'm gonna end up getting fired. Because I'm gonna end up dragging her and I'm not gonna answer no calls afterwards. So I'm gonna get fired.
All right, now 40% raise.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like, because the difference is, and I know, I gotta phrase this correctly, because I do not want women to get all riled up or whatnot. But
we might need a little outrage for our ratings though. So
yeah, say it.
all I'm saying is just that in those smash situations, more times than not, the women are the ones who catch the feeling.
Right.
So if you go into that, and even if you go into that situation and it's like, okay, yeah, we just smashing, this is what it's gonna be or whatnot. At some point, when she catch feelings, and you and whatever has to stop or has to pull back,
you're gonna get fired.
Yeah.
You're done.
You screwed either way.
Right. You toast. You toast after that. So no, like it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out for you in the end.
How many of your former managers have you smashed, Laos?
Especially if you drop in that, if you lay in that pipe.
Hey, how many pipes have you laid to your upper management team?
Laos, plead the fifth, man. Plead the fifth, brother.
Hey man, all my bosses are men, man.
Okay,
no comment.
There you go.
Good, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we out.
There you go. And we out. Yep.
Even better.
That would be a 0.
That would be 0. Right.
But
no, you're right, man. If you screwed either way, yeah, as a guy.
But I guess if you're gonna make an ignorant statement, I mean, this was the week to do it because the Bobby V kind of took over the news cycle.
Oh, I got a question though. So what if y'all work together, but what if you work in the same company, but you work in different areas of the company? You feel like it would be okay then? Like if it was she's not your boss, she's not whatever. It's just
a different department.
She worked in IT.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's okay.
Man, that happens all the time, man.
Yeah, that might be your soulmate. I mean, yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah. You just don't get your money where you get your honey at. That's the thing. So if it interferes like with what you do on a daily basis, leave it alone.
Hey, except don't mess with them call center girls. Don't do it.
Yeah, call center like a beehive, man.
Call center girls.
Hey, I saw a call center girl. I'll never forget. I was a TI. This is back when I was a TIA crew. One of the dudes, he wasn't on my team, but he was on my floor, and he was messing with a girl in the call center. And I came to work. I got in work a little bit early that day, and I came into work, and she was sitting in his cube, and I was like, I was like, yo, so and so here. I was like, he never worked this early. She was like, nah, I'm waiting on him to get here, and I was like, oh, okay, and I just kept on walking.
Man, I would not have waited for the fireworks. The problem is that dudes lie. So dudes be at work like, nah, I don't have a girl, because they just be trying to beat, and then when they beat,